I'm gonna create Brookhaven 2. That's right, a fake game of Brookhaven, but I'm gonna completely improve the game. And our first task is to insert Brookhaven right here. That's why I have a specific map for it. And there we go. We placed Brookhaven correctly here. Let's just wait for it to load, and now we can make our changes. First off, let's change this font. I don't really like Brookhaven's font. We can have a bigger font. So let's put this one. It has lights, and it's much prettier to give it a more realistic feeling. I know, very realistic, but it's much more fun. Look at this in white. And I found prettier flowers than these main ones from Kid Brookhaven. We just need to make them a bit bigger, and now let's fit them in. There, now I'll just take this plant here and repeat it in several different places. There we go, and just one more plant and done. The font already looks much prettier in just less than a minute. And look, here to improve these trees here, these 2 rose plant pots, very pretty now. I'm also going to change this here, meaning the swing for another one. And I'm going to remove all the trees here from the map. Look, this swing is a bit nicer, and I really like this tree. I think this tree here looks prettier than Brookhaven's default tree, which is kind of square and a bit triangular too. Okay, up here we usually have those pine trees here. Pine trees to recreate this part of Brookhaven. There, I'm even putting different pine trees to make it cooler, including with different sizes. And look, I found something very interesting that I'm going to put in place of this pine tree here. You'll understand what it is soon. Here, there's plenty of space, so we can simply put this Carvazana tree. Super realistic. Look how cool, it's hollow inside. I thought there would be some decoration, something like that. It's really cool. Okay, now that we've put the trees, I want to put water after all. The lake is without water, right? Let's fix that. This water here is called realistic water. When we test the game, I want to see if it's really realistic. Now we just adjust here, and it looks simply very cool. And here, guys, you know, there's a yacht. That's why I'm going to put one here a bit larger than normal. There we inserted a yacht here, which is actually quite similar to the one in Brookhaven. It's just much more realistic. And now to make my Brookhaven cooler, I'm going to remove these plantations and these trees here. And now I have a big space to put houses and other buildings. I'm going to put this house party right here, which is basically a toy house. Look at that. Very pretty. And this part here, I'm also going to put an inflatable part. And as decoration, so it doesn't look empty back here, I'm going to put these buildings. There, I put some little buildings here, and it looks really cool. But I also want to add flying things. And to do that, I'm going to put a military base with jets and planes. And of course, the military base can't be too big either, right? Let's see the size of some of them here. This one is too small. I want something bigger. Yeah, something this size with helicopters. Perfect. That's what I wanted. I also want to put a mall here that's as big as this one I just found. Wow, I found a mall here that's much bigger. It's super huge. Look at this. It has clothing stores and everything, but man, it's too big. This doesn't fit in my map. I'm sorry. So the mall can't be too big, okay? This size here is enough. It's great. And this one has a lot of stores, super decorated. I liked it. Anyway, let's also change this here because, my goodness, this Brookhaven barn is not nice at all. Look, I got a much nicer and bigger barn. Trucks simply match this barn part and all, especially pickup trucks. That's why I'll leave a car right here. Great, it looks really cool. And I also want to remove these tables from Brookhaven, okay? I'll just leave the sign. No, not even the sign. I'm going to remove everything and leave here, well, one that I thought would be prettier. It's really quite cute, just small. So I just needed to increase its size. And also, right, I'm going to put that little house that usually goes in this part. There we go. Brookhaven is already quite different, right? But man, this airport looks kind of rusty, so I simply deleted it. And look, man, the airport is too big. I'm gonna put a smaller airport, like this one, which is still big, but much better than the others. But man, it lacked a runway, so I'm going to put the runway right here. There, much better. I put a mini runway right here. And now let's put, right, a more realistic plane. There, this one is much better. I'm gonna put it right here, and there will be a specific part here for the VIP plane, right? Look at this, the golden plane. Inside it, there are several little seats. Look, it's very fancy. They work, so I'm going to put this one and also this one there. I put simply 4 cars here, and there's no helicopter here, so I'm going to take this helicopter right here and put it right in. And of course, I'm the one making this map, and I can do it however I want, right? I can edit here. I'm going to put my name. Look, my character is going to be huge here. Very cool. Man, now I have no idea what to put. But wait, I had an idea. Next to the military base, I'm simply going to put a rocket. Wow. Look at its size. It's really big. I'm enjoying the way this Brookhaven here is turning out. But I also want to put big houses around it. Look, I'm going to put this house right here in this part. But now, man, whoa, wow, this house is really fancy, huh? I liked it. But now I'm going to put a mansion, and I'm afraid my game will have issues. That's why, man, I just saved my map so I don't lose it. And I think I'll put this mansion right here. Whoa, it's already having issues. It's lagging. Will I be able to insert it? Yeah, I thought it would be a bigger mansion, man. A small house. Like, obviously it's not as small as it seems, right? But I thought it would be much bigger, and wow, this house is so organized. I'm gonna put another house right here, and whoa, this decoration is also beautiful. Man, the houses here in Brookhaven are so cute. Not Brookhaven, right? From Roblox Studio. Look, here's a very beautiful house too, like a mansion. And man, I think here in the back part, I think I'm going to put some really big buildings to make it really cool. Also give a city feel to this side. Because man, Brookhaven practically has no buildings at all. And obviously besides the houses, here in the middle, I'm also going to put some apartments with shops. So here, next to this house, there will be a mini apartment building with shops. That's right, it's very cool, right? Here, man, instead of having an abandoned house here in the middle of nowhere, how about we put a giant club? It's simply a music club here, dance and everything. It's very beautiful. Look at the size of this structure. For this side, I'm going to put several shops, restaurants, and things like that here. We have this restaurant here, and we can also put what else? The Apple Store here. What is this, man? This store has all the devices. Very cool. There's even a stock room back here. That's crazy. Now let's put a dealership here in this part too in the middle, and it's going to be the Lamborghini dealership. And obviously, I'm also going to put the toy store. I don't even know if my game is going to lag because it seems like the toy store is too big. Look, it seems like it loaded after a while, but it took quite a long time. And man, it doesn't fit here. I'll have to put it here in this part where the solar panels are. There, much better. Look at the size of this parking lot. There are several signs saying what's selling. There are bicycles, boxes, there are even cash registers right here. I'm also going to put a specific clothing store here, okay? I'm going to leave it here next to the car dealership. And I also can't forget about the convenience store that's usually at gas stations. So I'm going to put the inconvenience store right here, and obviously the gas station. There, this turned out really cool. Here in Brookhaven, I want to put a more realistic sky. That's why I'm going to put this one. Look, it looks much prettier. I liked it. Did you guys like it? Comment below. Obviously, I'm also going to put carpets here, right? So I can fly around the map. And I want to change this slide too. I'm going to get a prettier and cooler slide. And wait, I didn't put water here. Let me put water. Look, there are these 5 very beautiful slides in this part of the pool. Look at this, much prettier. And also, man, I'm going to put a separate water slide here. But it's kind of big too, so maybe it will lag. Look, I put a roller coaster here, and now I'm going to put the park here, right? With water. I'm going to put the slides here. Look, I already put a slide here. Look, this slide kind of goes under this one. Look how crazy I made it. But look, this space is very empty. I have to think about what I can put here. I had an idea. I'm going to put a mini soccer stadium here for those who want to play soccer. Play in peace. Look, it's quite big even, and I'm going to decorate it here too with a little guy there. But man, it would be cool if there were stands, right? With the audience and all. So I got this giant stadium here, and wow, it takes up almost the whole Brookhaven. I'm going to have to shrink that. Yeah, it won't work to put that there. Let me try this other one. There, this one seems to be a bit smaller. There, I managed to insert the stadium right here. I can even put those training things here. Look how cool. I'm also going to insert the VOR, right? So you can review the replays. Look at that. Cool. There's even a photo here. I'm also going to put a ball here in the middle that really works. And that's it. It's looking nice. Look, I'm also going to put some construction parts here, right? As if there's something in progress, something very big. And to give a cooler effect, I'm even going to put a crane. And I'm going to put 2 builders here too, right? To simulate as if they were assessing the construction there. And look, here I'm going to put as if there were an invasion in Brookhaven. Here there will be a very big boss alien. Small fallen aliens here too. I'll even put an alien planet. Let me shrink it a bit here. And I'll put it a bit further away here. But as if it were very close to us, as if it had transferred the planet here to the side of Brookhaven. And I'm going to put this thing here, which is the Bitus. I really liked it. Now let's evaluate our Brookhaven. Now that we've entered it, it's lagging a bit because there's a lot going on. But anyway, let's see this here. The fountain is very beautiful, man. Look at the water falling from it. Wow, it's lagging incredibly. But anyway, let's get our magic carpet here to check everything out. Okay, here's a swing. The trees. Okay, now let's test the slide. I chose the yellow color here, and it really works. It's very cool. Plus, there's a giant version here, man, dude. Now, I want to test these cars. I'm just going to test one. I'm going to test this one here. And wow, it's very fast. It really works. We can even use nitro in it. Very cool. And look, here is the barn part, right? This turned out very nice, man. Honestly, it turned out great. It's very cool. Now, let's go to the other side of the map because, man, I want to see what's here. Look at the size of this house. Wow, the mansion is huge, Kara. I need to go inside here to see what it's like. Look, there's a table. There are normal things here. There's even a second floor, man. And here it seems like there's nothing. No, actually there is. There are bathrooms. There are very nice bedrooms. And man, I can't. I'm going to see here from this perspective because it's simply lagging too much. I want to see what I put here. And it seems like you can enter the roller coaster, right? We go through this path. Now I want to see the toy store. There it is. I've seen this already. Here in McDonald's, if we enter here, you can see. Look, there's a hamburger, fries, sauce. Look, there are even cookies here. Very cool. And look at the number of cars in this dealership. Do they work? It would be really cool to test. Look, the airport even has the boarding area, right? And you have the metal detector until you get inside the plane. And the plane, by the way, is very nice, right? Look how classy the inside is. Let's see the others. I also want to know. Oh no, these are not so spacious, you know? Now here's our construction part, which basically has nothing, just the crane. Now, something I was excited to see is this house here. We enter through this path until we pass through this tube. And look, man, there are several places where we can go and play inside. Too bad my game is lagging. There's even a slide here. And look, it seems that inside the club here, there's nothing, right? It's just decorative, but it's cool. I also really like the mall here. There's food here. Look, donuts inside the mall. The mall is one of the most organized things, but every store you look at seems to be just for clothes. And here's even the alien, right? Along with his planet, which is very crazy. In fact, man, to give it a personalized touch, I'm just going to add another alien right here. Look, on top of their planet.